there's two of these. There's this chair. These are probably early 50s. We picked this up in a antique, Scott's Antiques here in Atlanta a few years ago. And they've been sitting around and they had been painted. So my wife wants them for that table I recently did, that farmhouse table. And she wants to put one at each end. And I think they'll fit in there just perfect. So we got to restore all this stuff, make it look like new. I want to get all this paint off of here and try to bring it back to the original. I think if you look right there, it looks like it was chrome. So if I could bring it back to chrome, I will. We want to put a nice cushion on this seat. You know, make those steps, make them look a little better. What is that word? CO something. CO or GO? I don't know. Look it up later. But that's going to be, it's going to be a while in progress. I'll just restore one. When I get this one done, then I won't record the second one because, well, I won't be in need to. But anyway, wish me luck on this thing. I'm kind of excited about it. It's going to be fun. And my wife's going to enjoy it too. Well, this is the paint stripper I'm using. Another Amazon product. It's for pretty much all kinds of metals. It's doing a pretty good job so far. Well, what I suspected was true. There's chrome under that paint. And that's going to help the looks of it a lot. I managed to get most of the old paint out of there. Hopefully I can get some grip on them now. There's so much paint on these nuts under here. I can't get the wrench on there. So I got to clean some of that off. Oh, finally got one of them to break. I think I'm going to have to use paint stripper on some of the other ones to get that paint off of there so that I can get to it. That's a square nut. I'm going to have to find another one. A little bit bigger. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Ah, I think it broke. Look at that, little square nut. Well, we managed to get one of the steps out. Oh, that's some progress. It's coming apart now. Well, I'm soaking this rusty bottom in evapor rust. I'm gonna leave it in there overnight because the rust is on there pretty good and pretty thick, and I couldn't get it really loose the other way, so I'm gonna see if it'll loosen up this way. If I can get a lot of it loosened up, I think I can do the rest with the wire brush. I got these clamps on there to hold the pan down. It kind of wanted to float up a little bit. Well, there's 3 pieces about ready. I'll take a smaller brush and get in there and finish cleaning that up. Got a little paint still in there. But other than that, they look pretty good. I still got the other side to do something with. But so far so good, eh? Well, it spent the night in evapor rust and I just went out and washed it off. Looks like it got a lot of it off. This right in here is kind of pitted. I think wire brush and everything will get all that taken care of. And this side looks pretty good. Again, maybe a little bit of wire brush on some of it, but it looks good. Well, I got them down to metal, and I still got a little bit of paint on there, but I'm thinking some light sanding, maybe a little bit of a wire brush will probably take care of the rest of it. And then we start the process of putting it back together. Just a little bit more of the evapor rust treatment here. It looks like we got some serious pitting here. When we get this all sanded down, I think I'll fill that with JB Weld. We'll put another coat of this citrus paint remover, varnish remover on here. Just as you can tell, there's not that much. There's just streaks and things like that. This is getting it all off. I thought the 2 chairs were the same, but you can see this one has 4 on the back, 4 strands, and this other one only has 2. You can see along here that this of course is very old. Some parts of it's a little brittle, like these edges right here. I'm going to try to trim all this off, and I like it. That turned out real well. It's a little chilly out for painting today, but I think they're okay. It's in the high 50s. I like the way they look. Well, I had a little bit of a brain fart there on this one, but then I looked at this chair over here and it all made sense. Now it's all going back together just right. Well, it's back together. Check this out. The seat's back. Now all I have to do with the cover now is kind of weird, but I have to cover this piece with the new seating, and then set it down over that one. I don't quite understand all that, but that's the way it is. The cover will have to go up under this lip, up under that, and then come down that way. So anyway, that's our next step, and then I got to polish some of all of this chrome. I got to polish all of that. I do have these also to put on. These are the pads. I've got to find some adhesive to stick those on there with, but they go on both of the steps here and there, larger, smaller. Once that thing is done, look how good it's gonna look. Can't see much with all this other junk I got on the walls and stuff, but we'll get some better pictures of it. We're getting close to calling it done. Well, Vickie's chosen this black and white pattern to go on the seating. And our kitchen has kind of got that black and white and gray look to it, so I think it's going to go in there real well. Okay, now let's see if we can polish it. You know, Java goes really well with a restoration, especially in these cold dungeon workshops like mine. I got 2 electric heaters going, but it takes it so long to heat up in here. But I like it. I enjoy it. You know, I've had to either burn and soak and everything, and so on some of these I'm just actually having to get tough with them. Break them off. Cut them down as far as I can. Break them off. These are much worse than the other one. Well, I'm down to one more. I'll get it and we'll be done. You see this one's a whole lot more rusted than the other one. I just scraped the paint off of that one, and that's rust. It should be, well, you can see the shine there. It should be just chrome plated or whatever. But you know, this is what I'm doing now, just scraping this off, and there's nothing but rust under there. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I want it to shine, so maybe if I can get this rust sanded down or whatever, maybe I'll get it to where I can polish it enough it'll get a good shine. These are the pads for the steps on the stool, and I just cleaned all the paint off of them that I could get, and put a coat of mineral oil on there. Kind of hoping that would give them a cleaner look, and it does. So I think pretty shortly I'm going to be installing these rascals. Well, this is the last one of the 2 stools. Just finished painting it, put a new cover on the seat, put some new rubber bumpers on it, and I didn't video a lot of this one because pretty much the same as it was on the other one. The other one had 3 of these bands on it, and it had another cover that went over the seat, which, anyway, there it is. She's all done. I think Vickie's gonna be happy now that both of them are done. I had to spray paint all of this right here and the back up there. I had to spray paint all of that silver because it was so rusted that I had to get all the rust off, but now it looks great. Hey guys, appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Give me a subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. Tell me if you like it or not. Anyway, see you next time.